Should have tested that. Hello everyone, welcome to yet another live stream. Let me just join in. There we go. Hi there. Welcome to yet another live stream, and today we will be... Well, first of all, obviously making coffee. It's not ridiculous. Well, it wasn't meant to be seen. Not really, just my OBS. Just that unprofessional, you know? 857. Oh yeah, right. I haven't changed that. That is correct. Let me just pour some. Ah, there we go. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So everyone, how are your days going? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Today we'll be doing a bit of the usual. Hold on, I need to put on the hexagon. I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. These are just the rules. That looks rancid. What do you mean, you know? Is that coffee or chocolate? It's coffee. It's vanilla coffee. Alright? And I will not have you all, I will not have you lot disrespecting my delicious, delicious beverage of choice. I had a mental breakdown at the gym and took a bandage off. Honestly, I feel better now. Was it the good kind of or the bad kind? Like, was it the kind of mental breakdown that leads permanent, lasting damage, or was it that like the kind where you all of a sudden afterwards just feel clean and ready to take on the world? That's not thick coffee. It's not thick. What do you mean? It's just foam. Anyway, here's the thing. I bought some things. Okay. Well, I bought a lot of things, but I keep buying things. It's for videos of them. First of all, this is what I bought, and I feel like this will be important. Let me just unpackage this. I gotta say, I know that the coffee cup on the hexagon fits, but like, my goodness, is it awkward to maneuver. This is what I bought. It's the side cutters, or Seitenschneider, for some reason in German. I just bought them at the store. Why is it? It's only the main text is in German. That's wacky. But yeah, I need, my goodness, what a society we live in. I need cutters to open up the cutters. This is ridiculous. It was a bad mental breakdown, but I feel clean now. The bunches look nasty. Okay, so catharsis. That's good. I'm at least glad that it was catharsis Ali then. Because that's good to hear. At the time, I imagine it was terrible, but it makes me feel better to know that you are feeling better now afterwards. Oh, okay. Is this 857? It is 858. That's 9. Just average them out. You have a workbench? Yeah, I do have a workbench. The only problem is that my monitor screen is at a really couch position. There we go. Now I can read it a bit better. So, first I've got these because I've been struggling with cutting things as of late, and this should help. Another thing I've got is a box. We all love our boxes, don't we? Yet another Make It box. Trust me, it's not retail therapy. I am using these for videos, okay? Get bionic arm with scissors on them. I would. That would be one of the projects. Come on. He doesn't have an axe. What did you just tell me? What did you take that back? Where is it? Hold on. I actually lost it. You take that back right now. I need to find it. My goodness. Okay, I may not actually have an axe. How do I keep losing an axe? That doesn't feel like an item that would be easy to lose, but you'll be surprised. It's so, in fact, easy to lose an axe. I mean, where's my axe? Okay, this is getting a bit ridiculous. I don't know where my axe is. Isn't the same without this axe. That axe has been with me for such a long time. I remember when I bought it. I love that axe. That's my beloved axe. Where's my axe? No! No! What a sad day it is. My voice feels different today, I don't know why. You bought it. I do remember when I bought it, because you were one of the first people I thought I bought it. It was hilarious. Why do you need something sharp when you can just have a screwdriver, you know? You can just have a screwdriver to like... Why is this working? Oh man, if only I had something sharp that I could cut with, am I right? You still have the hammer, right? I don't know what happened to the hammer. I don't know where it is. I do not know where the hammer is, which is... I have a habit of losing comically large things. Okay. Oh, finally. Oh, opened it. Alright, let's see. What do we have on the inside? We have a portable microscope. I promise I need it. That's because it is great for evaluating surface mounted solders. Just hypothetically, if we were to ever solder something surface mounted. And then 5 breadboards, because of course. Now let me check the box. Just over yonder. 5 breadboards. Of course, 5 breadboards. The reason why we need so many breadboards is because... there's like 3 different radioactive elements in the coffee. Oh, come on, I don't have any radioactive elements. That's ridiculous. Patrons know what that is. No one else does. You can't see it, but I have a bunch of chemicals just outside the frame. Oh yeah, that is a lot. Make it love scissoring to get the boxes to open up. Well, you know me, if there's one thing I love in life, that is scissoring. And you can quote me on that, by the way. Yeah. I mean, you know, hardware stores are good. That's why I love Dick's. I think they've got great prices. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a bunch of breadboards. The reason why is because I actually... Well, technically I do have a lot of breadboards, but I have spilled acid on a bunch of them. And so what I need is a place where we can prototype without worrying too much. Hence why I started this live stream, actually, with opening them up. And oh boy, isn't there a theme to this? Something for taking off the jackets of wires, then breadboards, and then the fact that last stream, hold on, I'm also opening the microscope. These are really handy. I do have to say, I already had one, but I need a new one. There it goes. They are really handy for just checking things up close. Anyway. Scissors and screws. Oh, that's good. How about turn that camera in a little bit and show those chemicals? I can give you... Actually, can I give you a sneak peek? I don't know if I can give you a sneak peek. To be fair, the last image I've shown on Patreon was a bit better than this sneak peek, so... Fine, if you'll behave, listen, if you'll behave, if you act nice, I will give you a sneak peek. But that's only if you behave, alright? I'm watching, huh? Don't ever think I'm not. So, here's the thing, here's the idea, here's the bit, here's the jest, here's the jab. This, we did that, I don't know if you remember. Oh, what a tremendous waste of time this was. Yeah, this was just a tremendous waste of time. And so what I would like to do, I could actually reuse some pins, just in general, pins. Also, just you keep falling off, it's not what I want you to do. There we go, stay, good. I really could use some pins to solder onto this raspberry, because this is getting ridiculous. Make it probably feel like Gale in Breaking Bad when he made that coffee. You know what's funny? Yesterday I didn't stream because the chemical reaction I was working on, I messed it up. And it took way too long. And now I've got so many beakers filled to the brim with just unbreakable charcoal at the bottom. It's exhausting. I know how I'm gonna clean it up. But oh well, that's enough of that. Now it's time to Now it's time to get to it. So, what are we gonna do? I hear you all asking. Hold on, let me adjust the camera a bit. Oh my goodness, this is perfection. There we go. Hi, the cutscene. Hold on, I'm putting my headphones now. I'm out entirely. So, what will we be doing? What will we be doing? I'm so glad no one asked. We'll turn on the diode. That's it. That's the idea. The idea is I have two of these sweet Raspberry Pis, and we're gonna have a thing, the thing, and then what we need is a button. Would I happen to have a button anywhere? Ah, no, it's too big. I need to do this. Would anyone happen to recall where I've placed my buttons? Does anyone remember that? Yeah, making a bunch of columns in the all chemicals to reveal he's just been spiking his coffee with meth. Me? I would never. Absolutely never. What do you mean? Why would I? I have some alcohol on the side. Whatever in the mood for. Hold on. I don't have any glassware on the though. Oh, but I have a burning plate. Yeah, this is my burning plate with a broken glass
Your
roll
burning
across.
plate?
Yeah.
Does the burn? Oh god.
You will never
That
guess
doesn't
how
look good, does it?
Hold on, give me a oh no, never mind, don't give me a second. You will never guess how the burning plate gets its name from.
I think I can see what possibly.
Yeah, anyway, so today we will be working with the Raspberry Pis. What we'll need to do, here we'll have a button, right? And so basically, we'll have a single, oh, I lost the LED. Oh no, never mind, there it is. We'll have a single LED, right? We're gonna prop it on one side, like so. Then, we're going to have some buttons. Okay, here I have a button. We're gonna add the button on the other side. Let me just make sure that the connection is upwards like this. Doesn't really make that much sense. I never remember which way the connection goes on buttons. But we're gonna add a button on the other side, and then basically we'll have one Raspberry Pi Pico on this side connected to the button, another Raspberry Pi Pico on this side connected to the LED. And the point will be, what we will be trying to achieve is, we'll try to just press the button, wirelessly transmit data, turn on the LED, done, dusted, lovely. Why do you need fire? Good question. I haven't really thought of that. Oh wait, did it? My goodness, if I set it on fire, the charcoal thing melts. Oh, that's a great revelation. That could help me clean up so well. You see this black tar that's on the spoon? That is such a bitch to clean up. Oh, why haven't I haven't set it on fire yet. Obviously that would help. I thought that this would make the problem worse, because if you set it on fire, then that would just form into graphene, and then it would be impossible. Oh, hell yeah! See, we've made a breakthrough already. This will help me clean up, which is already great.
If you need solution, you just need more fire.
Have you seen the last image I've sent in the Patreon about videos? Like,
no.
Go see the last image in the Patreon about videos. What do you think I was doing there?
What?
Anyway, black tar heroin, the one and only. Okay, so basically, we need. Well, ideally we would like some pins, but we don't wanna.
I can offer you a pin in these rank times.
Right, I need a bunch. Individual ones I can just achieve. Oh, another thing I've got, hold on, because this will help me a bunch. This is just a kit of a bunch of pre-cut wires.
No.
I just got them for convenience's sake. I could make them myself, but I thought that we're wasting a bit too much time on these streams with just me cutting wires for no reason, so I just got some pre-made ones. Ah, they spilled right away. Which is nice, because that means we can now connect them across and make nicer connections without being worried about making too much of a mess.
You can fucking buy cut wires. That sounds so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, right here I just have uncut ones, and right here I have cut ones. Funny enough, they cost pretty much the same price for the same length, so this is just more convenient.
I wonder why. They
Well, no,
chose the
because you'd
same
think
price for the same length.
you'd think that the pre-cut ones would be way more expensive. Okay, so first of all, let me test something else. First of all things. Right here, I have a power supply, which I hope will be working. I really hope it will be working. It might not be, but if it is, that will be convenient. Because then this is what we could use to power up the Raspberry on the right. Raspberry on the left would obviously be powered with the USB, which is connected to a PC. Do you guys know any other math/science streamers? Sebas, you're gonna get me jealous. You know what? I'm going to get myself a power cable, because I actually don't have one ready on the fly, but okay, I am back.
Dad.
Make it. Do not clean the black stuff of my grandmother's ashes. That's actually... Like, I could make a joke here that will seem extremely disrespectful if I say it, but if you actually knew what that black stuff was, then it wouldn't be disrespectful, it would be just funny. So I'm not gonna make the joke, unfortunately.
You can just say, I'm gonna make a joke, and then not say the joke.
Well, funny you should say that I can't do that, because I just did that.
You cannot edit the joke like that. That's annoying.
Okay. It's on. Beautiful. Now, let's connect an LED. Like so. Unless I plug it in backwards. I plugged it in backwards, which means the blue will be the plus. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Now, so blue is the plus. That's... I'm pretty certain on the other side it's going to be flipped. If I remember one thing about these power boards, they were confusing. No. Which means blue is the plus, which means it will actually be much better on this side. Oh no, Ali retracted the message. I didn't get to read it. I wonder if Make It ever leaves the house for anything else than food. Yeah. I'm so used for electronics and chemicals. Make It, do you make money other than the donations from these streams? Sure, ad revenue also contributes to society. Oh, I don't make money from donations from these streams. They are for charity. Just in case. I'm not that bad of a human being, you know?
Doesn't it say like 4 places?
Okay, so now it should be connected properly. You see? Beautiful. Now it's time for the connections. So, some shorter ones. First time ever I had that. Alrighty then. We're going to try to make it so that such as end. Right here, the button. Then the top side we connect to the plus. Then the bottom side we connect to the plus side of the diode, and then the bottom side connect to the ground. There are some people screaming outside my apartment again. Only they knew. Beautiful, to be expected. Good. Now we can start actually working on this. So basically, the idea will be simple, or simple enough, but we do need to desolder. We do need to desolder the things we've soldered on last stream. Why do I solder all these cables? Just to desolder them right away? This planet is a prison. I hope you can hear me well, by the way.
I can.
That's good. What's that sound? Hi, the Quasar. Is that cocoa? It's meant to be coffee. It's right. Shush. It's really cheap coffee. But to be fair, it is vanilla flavored. So, last stream I pretty said was that I was drinking the chocolate one, which was effectively just hot cocoa with coffee. Okay, the soldering iron is in fact heating up. Then what we'll need to do is we'll need to desolder all of these cables yet again. Oh, festive. Ideally, we would like some pins. That's what we need. Like, you see those right here at the end? That is usually a component which you can... Damn it! If only I had some of these pins. I could just solder them onto the Raspberry and I wouldn't have all these issues. Shucks and gosh dagnabbit. Because now I need to manually, like, solder all of these in and then just, it's the whole thing. Actually, now that I think about it, this could be enough. If I plug in this one into the ground, this one into power. Oh, the left one is not holding all that well. Okay, well, we might need to remake that solder a bit. But let me first maybe unplug it so that I'm not working on a live thing. There we go.
Well, that'll be...
One. There we go. One part desoldered. Now it's time to solder the other half. Quick question: do you pronounce yourself make it or make it? I pronounce it make it because it makes puns easier. Like, you know, make it happen. Make it. Do you have neighbors? And if yes, what are they thinking? I do have neighbors, of course. I'm not that. You have to be supremely rich to not have neighbors. And I don't know what they are thinking because I've moved in a week ago. So, where is the soldering? I'm already losing myself in my... Oh, there it is. Okay. Make it reference. Exactly. I should probably play some music. This feels awfully dry. Ah, lead vapors. Yum.
Can you not poison yourself every stream?
No, I kind of have to, because lead is kind of the only thing.
No.
Can't resolder this without lead. Very stable. I know, damn it, I knocked down my piss vials.
What?
The piss vials. Hi, the Tefta! Hi, neighbor, I'm making boil piss on my balcony. First week as a tenant. Thank you, Tefta. You guys... Speak of the... There's actually a single brain cell between us, just connected. Because we just both made the reference to the exact same thing. That's a patron only, and that's... You know what? Never mind. Everyone who's not a patron, you heard nothing. You have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. Lead, I thought they removed that from the soldering material. Did they? Well, I could be wrong. and I could be misreading this, but on the front of the soldering thingy, it does certainly say, oh, I just put a hole through it. It does certainly say right here, SN60 PB40. And PB40 sounds like lead. I'll delete the chat. No, it's fine. I'm making reference to it anyway. I told them that if they behave, I'll give a sneak peek. I'm doing the thing that I said I would do 2 days ago, by the way, Tefta. I'm only doing it now because, well, I got sidetracked with all the stuff. So, first things first, we will not have it be powered for now. For now, we'll use the USB as power. Okay, there is no power left, that's good. Which means we plug this into the ground. We plug the other thing into power. Yeah, no, it already fell off. This is going to be annoying. That's why I'm keeping you on the phone for so long and the other day. I was still wondering, should make all things. Oh, don't feel. What do you mean? Go back keeping me on the phone all day. It's fine. Absolutely fine. As for your advice, and you helped a lot. Now this is going to be a pickle. Bring this closer. Yeah, so the black one is solid properly. The main issue is that the red wire, I really messed up the solder on it, so just checked. Yeah, it has lead. See, I told you. At least I'm not a liar. I may be suffering from semi-heavy metal poisoning, but at least I'm honest about it. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, it went through the hole. Perfect. Yeah, once it has gone through the hole, it's actually much easier. I am here. What a poisoning. Oh no, we're just talking about the fact that I'm inhaling lead. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay, now we plug in ground into the ground. Now we plug in power into the power. Perfect. And then, if I am not... Oh, jeez, this thing is in the way. If I am not mistaken, if we plug this in like so, I didn't get a Windows connected sound. Let's kind of go in. Is it disconnected on the other side? No, it should be connected. Is it not connected? We press this button, nothing lights up. That's not great. It's not at all. I mean, people can be good. Please do elaborate, Artistic Panzer. I mean, you can explode only 2 times. Why is this disconnected? Is it because it's not boot cell? That would be quite idiotic. Or maybe not, wouldn't be. Quite a pickle, don't worry though. I'm on my way to solve it. Just a little bit of a pickle, nothing I can't handle. Let me just... Let me just, there we have it. This side. There we go. Now, what we would like is actually Oh, dude, like it's actually a terminal that works. My goodness. New MicroPython project? I'm sorry. This. I want this to be the new MicroPython project. Random bullshit for Raspberry Part 47. You know what? Fine, why not? Something. Just create the project and open it for me. There we go. Now, no com device Pico disconnected. I beg to differ. This is a cable. This is the input. This is a connection between them. I, for one, would beg to differ. Nothing? No, this cable doesn't. Oh my goodness. And I dropped more. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm calm. Just drink more coffee. Okay. 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 Maybe I just plugged it into. Maybe I just plugged it into the wrong COM port. A COM port that doesn't actually move data. Reset. Please connect the Pico first. It is. It's fine. Okay. Every single live stream, not even every single live stream, every single time you work on any kind of project, most of the time you will spend troubleshooting random errors and not actually working on the project, which means that this is fine. This is to be expected. It always happens. Let me just sit down and let's figure this out. I can manage. Anyway, everyone, how was your day? In the meantime, as I'm doing fine in the background. Is idiotic to use take it Inter for GUI project? I don't know exactly what that is. Take it Inter. Haven't heard of it. No connection via USB. That's what I'm assuming, but the question is why? Because it is the same exact Raspberry as I've used last time, and the same exact USB cable as I've used last time. I just reconnected it to a different port, and what I'm guessing could maybe help is maybe I need to reinstall the drivers for the USB, because that usually is the problem with Raspberry Pi. Just always need to reinstall the drivers. That sometimes helps. Anyone remember what was the file thing for? I would first disconnect all wires from the Pico and try that. The wires shouldn't do it. Well, I would need to desolder them. They're just connected to the ground and power. Be sure the V-bars are free, it won't work either. That's a fair point. That's certainly a fair point. You know what? Easy way to test. I don't know why I'm being such an idiot about it. Oh. 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 Oh no. No, I've just soldered it on. Okay, that's fine. Is anything shorting? Nothing should be. And this is what the microscope is for, you see. Wait, does it need batteries? Oops. Well, never mind, I guess I won't be able to use the microscope for this. Take it back then. Alright, what could be shorting? Makes sense for it to be shorting. Huh. Never mind, just witchcraft. Okay, good. Right. Cool. Yeah, right, yeah, so just witchcraft. Just... No, no, yeah, it's fine. It's like... I love technology, it's fun. It's science, right? Of just... Whatever, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, so here's the basic idea. We will take in... we will reverse the flow of this diode, actually. That's because we will connect the other side. Instead of connecting it to live, we're going to connect it to the ground. And then we're going to connect this side, the diode, to a signal at the end. And then what we'll try to do is we'll try to use the yellow signal wire in order to figure out if the button has been pressed or not. How many percentage is gone? No, the signal. Oh, I see. My day includes almost dying from the heat. That's actually pretty funny, class, because in my case, I have burned myself twice just yesterday. And it's not even hot where I live. I am just personally that hot. Right. Right.
From here is that hot.
Right. Just disconnected. Raspberry Pi Pico, check battery press. I need the looking up screen as well, which is Pico button press. There we go. There we have it. Let me just organize this a bit better. It's gonna be tiny. My screen's a bit of a mess, but oh well, it works. It works in some way. In, pull up, and then I think this is actually the exact setup we need. I think that might even be the exact same pin. That's hilarious. Okay. Or actually, battery Pi. And then what we'd like to do actually first let's test this. From machine import pin. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this diode that we have and we're going to connect it in between this pin right here and the ground. And this will be our output. This is how we'll check if we'll actually detect things. So first let's do the typical, which is pin 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pin 5, pin out. Beautiful. So we can now turn that LED on and off using code, which is convenient because then what we can do is we can take this and LED will be equal pin 5 pin out like so, and then what? Well, then we loop through it. We check if the button value is on or off actually. Okay, so while one if button value, what's my dyslexia today? Just can't type. Button value is equal to 0, then LED value 1, else LED value 0, and then import time to 0.1. Okay, now we run this and press the button. Nothing happens. But that's fine, could be worse, actually could be way worse. Hi there, Italian WAPie, hi and welcome. That's because, there's actually, let's open the website it's from. That's because the way you hook up a button is a bit tricky. Simply because, signal one side, ground on the other. No, I did hook it up properly actually. Comically enough, I have the exact same setup. I have a yellow wire connected on the 14th GPIO. This is actually comically the same. Great minds think alike. This could be just wrong. Let me just print on, and right here print off. Certainly unfortunate. Okay, so it is always off. Now let's see why. This goes from the signal to the ground. Ground is connected. Oh, this isn't connected. Wait, was it connected? It might have actually been connected. Oops. If it was connected, then that's bad. That means there's no whole other problem happening. Oh, I take it back! I'm actually smart! What I mean is this. This may look the exact same, but it's actually different. That's because we used to control the LED turning on and off by plugging it directly into the power supply and then controlling the flow of electricity. But now what we do instead is we use these as signals where we have an input signal, we have an output signal, and then the Raspberry is turning it on by manipulating those signals, which is way better because what this means is that now we can check if this button is being pressed, and if it is, then all we need to do is instead of right here doing LED value 1, we needed to send data to the other Raspberry. And here's where the problems begin. Here's where we get to the problem land. That's because now we will unplug this one. And we need some hacking music. We need some hacking music for this. I want to learn C2, but I already have too much pressure from school. I mean, if you're learning it for yourself, then that shouldn't give you any more additional pressure. But if you feel like you're overwhelmed with the amount of work you're doing, then yeah, then we probably just should focus on school. What should I play? Dance Groove? Well, that would fit. Alright, let's go for it. 47 minutes in, we're actually starting the live stream. Actually starting the work, alright. So, shucks. First things first, let's turn on the LED. In order to turn on the LED, we need... Oh. There we go. Good. This will be our receiver. And here's where we get to the annoying bit and bob, because WAPie, Raspberry Pi equal to us and wireless access point. Pi as a WAPie, okay. I could also take the sample code I got from Tefta, which I do believe might be a bit of a better option. Isn't this nice how I can like program a fair bit and then you can just see me reach for my coffee cup? Is this brown liquid necessary to build the circuit? Yes, it is. It's a crucial part of the process. Without it, everything else crumbles to dust. That's a nice shot. I know, right? It's like with the music especially. 10 hours of lo-fi make-it beats to to burn Raspberry Pis to. Okay, let me get the sample code. Which should be I think it should be this one. I really hope it is this one. There we go. Which means actually, Teft, I have you here. Is this the one? I just have so many files in that folder with different tests of how I was gonna do networking. This feels like the one. Test work, my password, right. Okay. Now we run this, I should be able to... Oh no! Damn it! I've doxed myself. You can see the IP address of my Raspberry. No. Yeah. Okay, it's here. Right. That's good. So now for the annoying bits. We need networking. I don't want to just take all of the sample code from Tefta, because if I do that, then I'm not gonna learn anything. But I do also have that. I'm gonna try it myself. Just as a learning exercise. UDP socket MicroPython. I'm pretty certain this should be independent of the architecture, because I don't see why the MicroPython for networking will be architecture dependent. That feels a bit odd, at least. Okay. By the way, if I'm too quiet, just let me know. I can turn up the volume. My microphone just a bit far away, and I'm worried about that. Latest versions, right? Socket. This module implements after the corresponding cPython module. It's capable of module documentation. Oh wait, link. Ah, network basics. Okay, yeah, that seems useful. Two links are okay. Networks basics is certainly sounds like a place where I should start. Let me just make this a bit. Oh. Blue Range group sounds cooler. I agree. It's like the Blue Man's group except on the budget. Network okay. Check interface is active. First activation interface. Right, we are activating it. Now connect to your Wi-Fi network. Not quite what I'm trying to achieve here. So network is this access point? I don't know what. IF then AP. That sounds different. Direction. That's the direction mark. That's a good question. Okay. Yeah. Open. Network configuration. Lovely. Make it. Have you had a job before you started YouTube? Yes, I was an animator. Believe it or not, but a very garbage one. I hated that. Network driver, notebook connect. This is actually good. So hold on, I need to save it because for a video, retro style reflections. Okay, for a video I'm working on, this actually could come in handy. At what age did you create this channel? Oh, I don't remember. I was so young back then, full of life. Oh. Connect the interface to a network. It's available for this not. So wait, if I do connect on the other Raspberry. If I do another Raspberry and just try connecting to test walk with my password. Huh. That should connect, but it doesn't solve any problems. Network functions. Oh, what I'm looking for is where are we? Network configuration. Okay. Standard asymmetric multi-processing support. I mean, neat feature, bit too high over my pay grade for now. Binary data in a structured way. Okay. Wait, no, that's not even networking. No, network. Yes. Network functions? Oh, is that really... Wait, so socket. Oh, I went, okay, good. Okay. I would just like to mention, by the way, that I have no experience with networking whatsoever. I've been lucky enough to have people who know networking around me my entire life, and I've never actually needed to learn networking myself. That's why my networking knowledge is extremely surface level. So this is going to be fun! That's a long-winded way of saying I'm gonna struggle. Second module is expanding a way to specify addresses using tuples as described below. Oh, quit calling it tuples, gross. Because my Python port module can be built on different server. Let's get on this. Okay. Always use get address info writing port notifications. Okay. We need to learn Maker's way of speaking. What do you mean? How to connect to a given URL. I don't really want to connect to a given URL though. I can sidestep that. Wait, no, get address. Can I not connect to just a... First of all, I just realized I'm doing it backwards. I'm having the receiver be the wireless access point, and I'm having the sender connect to, which is kind of backwards, but you know what? At this point, I'm on it. Okay, man, thank you, Average Blue. Thank you so much. Finally. Family types, okay. Bind socket to an address, but accept a connection. Okay, so right here on the receiver, can I just like accept everything? Okay, we've got, this seems like the golden ticket. Once we get to send bytes, I am done. That's my comfort zone once we reach there. The problem is actually getting there because we need to figure out the connection. Listen seems important. Connect address seems important. Accept seems important. Send byte seems important. I'm sorry. Are you just... Oh, there's nothing more. Damn it. Okay. Right. So let's create a socket then. We have the main one, right? We activate the AP, then methods, that will be important, but for now, socket. One thing which kind of worries me is that I can't seem to find any references to the AP, which that's pretty bad, because I imagine socket needs to somehow know the network to which it's connected. And that is kind of screwing with me. No, it doesn't. Wait, so I can just do a socket and that's it. Oh, that actually does also make sense. So I can just do socket again. I don't know, just import socket. So I can just do socket dot receiving just needs the port. Oh, how can I make a socket on a port itself without the address? Because I don't actually care about the address. Actually, in the methods, that should be, shouldn't it? You need to listen to a port, then use the on IP address. So bind address, socket to an address. Shouldn't dot bind then? If I give it an address and that's confusing. plus revealing your age won't kill you, will it? You don't know, maybe I've been cursed by a wizard, so that if someone learns of my true age, I just immediately perish. You never know, Italian Mapper, you never know. Magic isn't real. Well, if you say so. Listen, I'm trusting the wizard. Have you seen the Hadron Colliders? And you mean to tell me magic isn't real? Honestly, ridiculous. Okay, but like, can I see the date type of... Okay. It just hit me that this actually won't be much because... Right here I have dot bind, and it's telling me that bind is not a known attribute of the module socket, which is kind of messy, I would say. Module has no attribute bind. Okay. That is worrying because not the error I would like to have. Out of all the errors I could have in this case, this is one of the worst ones. Oh, jeez. So, socket dot. Oh wait, do I need to do socket dot socket? Hail Mary! Jeez. Incredible. I'm good. Okay, that's really good. Takes two. Yeah, now it makes sense. Socket. Yes, this is good. Oh, yes, absolutely. Bind. Oh my goodness, gravy. Okay, on this I will need some help, Tefta, because this just requires networking knowledge, which I lack. Because I imagine, could I do just 255, 255, 255, and then something like 100, for example? And could I have this? I would all the code I use for my last 4 old code, and this could try to check up just one function. Def init network. Active force, time sleep. Connect. Oh, you just do open mass and then. That is curious. It piqued my interest. Connect open. This is connect for connecting to an access point. Okay. So socket. Okay. Connect to open mass tool. You do the same, but instead of connecting to Wi-Fi, you create an AP Wi-Fi. Is this what it feels like when I explain like quantum mechanics to people when they say they dance? Because hi, Tefta.
Hey, how's it going?
It's not well, as you can probably tell.
No, you're doing great, man.
Well, I feel terrible because I don't understand much. As I mentioned, I've been lucky enough to have people around me who know networking so much that I've never bothered to learn it, and I'm struggling a lot. Because, okay, here's my logic. I really want to get through with as much of my logic as possible because that will mean I'll learn the most. So here's my logic, and I need you to tell me what is the wrong assumption I'm making. Because in this case, I imagine if I create a socket like this, then it should be just... Then this is the wireless access point, which means as a wireless access point, it is the only part of the network that actually cares about assigning IP addresses. So, no wait, oh yeah, I just for the thought. So wait, so like if I make a socket, can I somehow make a socket on its... I imagine I can, but... Oh.
Sorry, 1 second.
No, it's fine, it's fine.
My phone's being stupid. Anyways,
So can I... So
sorry,
I...
you're cutting out there.
Yeah, so all I'm saying is, if I create a socket, do I just create it with its own IP address and then whatever the port?
Yeah, you just a port. So you just open up a socket, and the socket library already knows what your address is, right? Because the address of the device is the device. So you don't even need to tell the receiving socket what its IP address is. You just need to tell it what port it's going to listen on. So you're opening up a socket on one of them to just listen. And the other one, you'll open up a socket to send, and that's when you need to know the IP address. But you don't even need to know the IP address of that device, because then you can send to the broadcasting address.
Right,
if you
okay.
want to make it simpler.
Okay, and then the broadcasting address was the 255.255.255.254?
So that's the subnet mask. Yeah, so the subnet mask tells you what the broadcast address is. So that's binary for, you can't use the first 3 sections. You can only use the last section, which contains 256 values. So the access point is always going to take the first address, which in that subnet is going to be 192.168.1.1 or .4.1, whatever. It's just the last number is going to be a 1.
Okay, so that's the broadcast, which means if I send it to the...
is the last IP address. So that's .4.255.
Wait, so broadcast is the last? I know.
So yeah, so that's how it works. So since you're using the full last 8 bits, because the subnet mask tells you how many bits you're going to use for that subnet.
Right.
So the 255, those are saying you can't use the first one or the second one or the third, but all of the last ones. So you know the IP addresses are literally 0 through 255, but
okay, so
you never use 0.
Right, so 192.168.4, that will be always there. The only thing that changes is the last one, because that is the only thing that's the subnet mask. Okay, that is a very descriptive name, I've got to say, subnet mask. That is...
Yeah, so it's a mask, what not to use. Yeah, so what's interesting, if the last number wasn't a 0, like 255.255.255.128, what that tells you is you're only going to use the last 4 bits. Yeah, so the first address is going to be 129, I think, and then the broadcast would be 255 in that case. But I won't confuse you with that. But all you need to know is 4.1 is the access point. So, but the server, which one are you going to have listening for the UDP packet?
No, because I'm getting confused and I really want to draw that. So like there's the subnet, which I'm gonna just disregard the left part because it doesn't really matter. So subnet mask at the end is just all zeros, which means you can use all of them. And then what that means is that effectively there are like 255 different IP addresses on this subnet.
Correct.
But which one then is the broadcast one?
The last one,
so
which in this case,
1. Okay, that makes sense. You're right. So if for example a subnet was like 1 and then all of these are ones and then dot 1111000, then the broadcast would be zeros. Oh, the broadcast would be whatever 1111.
Yeah, and it's interesting because it's weird math, but if in binary it makes complete sense.
Yeah,
but in decimal it doesn't make sense.
Like this is I'm used to thinking of that way of math from Blender, so this does make it's a very descriptive name.
Yes, it is, and it's kind of cool. And you're lucky because Raspberry Pi used to use a weird subnet of like something weird where you only have 4 addresses to play with. So there were super weird numbers, like 196 is the access point, and then 199 or whatever would be the broadcast. So you're lucky. You only have to use the addresses of 4.1 and 4.255.
So quick question. Right here, I just create a socket. That's it. Just a socket is equal to socket. That's because once I create it, it's going to be on its own IP address. That makes sense. But then how do I assign the port?
Oh, if you look in my code, I assign the port for the listening.
Right.
No, maybe I do. No, I don't. I might have to send you another code. I'm trying to view your stream. I'm on my phone in my car. And I can't mute it.
Wait, you're in your car. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. I'm on break.
Oh, you know that that story, the pre-command of, I think it was Beethoven, of like how was it he had his son play some of his music, but he didn't finish it, so Beethoven just leaped out of bed to finish the song.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, this feels like the same way, where you see me absolutely butchering all of this, so you just leapt out.
Yeah, exactly. No, not in a bad way. So the access point that you have, you're just opening up a listening socket, because the one that's creating the access point will also be listening for the data. Is that correct?
Yes.
So yeah, so then you just need to do s equals socket.socket and then define the listening address, like I sent on my code. And let me double check that I did that in the code I sent you. Charity checkups. Yeah, it's the very last socket.socket dgram. No, because that's for like sending. Later on, I listen. So let me pull up. You know, I have to pull up the code for my dodecahedron. Here, I will be back.
My goodness, I'm sending you on a wild goose chase I'm sending Theft on a wild goose chase just to have these two talk to each other. Okay then. Right. This is good so far, believe it or not. This is actually fairly good. Because so far we haven't gotten into a single error of a roadblock. Anyway everyone, how are you all doing on this fine day? I know I asked you already, but not many of you have answered, and you know, it's whatever. I'm just curious, but yeah. We can in the meantime connect the other Raspberry and try to working. Oh, I'm getting up. Alright. I'm thinking about how to approach this, you know. Okay, in the meantime, whilst Tefta is just doing my job for me, I am going to comment all of this out and just do a really quick PWM. A real quick PWM control on the LED DP socket. Oh, so much for that. Never mind then, there we go. There we go. So, what we have here is UDP socket diagram, then UDP socket bind 0000, UDP port, listen on all interfaces, okay. That makes sense. And then while true data address UDP socket receive from buffer size. Okay, now this is on 000, which means receiving from all. Might throw an arrow. What if the arrow hits someone? I shouldn't have laughed at that, but it's very my kind of humor. Okay, this all checks out. Makes sense, I like it. I like it because it makes sense. And I am desperate for some sense. So the socket will be the socket. This is our UDP socket, which creates a socket. Oh no, wait, this is already the socket, that makes sense. Which creates a socket, no idea what this means, no idea what it means. And then binds it like this, listen on all interfaces as a UDP, and while true, we just keep retrying, and then hopefully, UDP port is defined. Alright, port 36, why not? We like port 36. You want to use a port above 1000. Does it still apply even on a microcontroller? Because I do remember that rule. I do remember that rule, that ports before 1000 used to be reserved. And why is that WAPie? Because it's supposed to be. It's a funny. It sounds funny when you say it, but this just stands for like wireless access point pi. WAPie. This is good. This is really good. The British file was ruled block low port numbers. Well, I am nothing if not someone who follows bad practices exclusively, so this is... I'm fine with this. Okay. That's certainly a sentence that will not come back biting me later on. But for now, let us just make another one which will be... I can't think of a good pun for this. Ah, whatever. Just send .py. Good enough. Now, right here, we will want to do the exact opposite of what we did here. So right here, we'll do the exact opposite, which means instead of creating a network, we're gonna connect to it. Instead of receiving data, we're gonna send it, and well, hopefully that's it. Oh, I need to power the Pi as well. You know what I could do? What I could do, and just hear me out on this, I could right now check for the data. No, I want this one connected to power more, yeah. Okay. So, let's connect this one. You don't turn it on for now. And then right here, what we'll need is we need the send, which means this could actually be the sample code. Wait, no, actually, I can just look it up. Raspberry Pi Pico connect to the network, and then just send some data. Yeah, agree, whatever. I know you don't value my privacy, but whatever. This is a bit much for what we need. So, for now I'm gonna delete this, am I? I'm going to write the code my way, which is just without any fancy mains or whatever. and then non-connect. Test walk my password. I feel like I'm doing something wrong. That's current. Send import sockets. Same import that receiver's on message, and then. Okay, that makes sense. Only the catch feature event. UDP socket. Alright, so UDP socket. Hi DDS, hi, welcome. And then like this. Message for now. Can I just do a 0 without, because honestly I would like that very much. Broadcast IP, that is the as a string, correct? And then it was 168.4.255. UDP port, that was 36. Who needs error checking? It's fine, or like debugging in any way. Oh, I just keep saying these things, which I will surely not use later on as a flashback of how wrong I have been. So this now should be able to send some data. So here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do for now. Now, the reason why we're going to do this is because basically what this should mean is that when we turn on the Raspberry, UDP, hopefully, yes. If we turn on the Raspberry with this code, it should connect to the network on this Raspberry and then send 01010101 with 1 second intervals between them. And then the reason why it's nice is because this is a very simple piece of code, which means we will be able to just turn on the Raspberry. And that will be actually a really convenient way to check if our code is working. Now, the only problem is that we need to somehow send it over, and I don't remember how that happens. Is there a button for just like sending code to the Raspberry, or do I need to do it manually? Because I'm just saying a button would be convenient. There isn't a button. Do I really need to disconnect and reconnect it? Oh, come on. Just import the code with WAPie. I know, but I still need to reconnect the Raspberry. Do it. That's what annoys me. There we go. The terminal. There we are. And this is the send.py. Copy and we rename it to boot. Perfection. Now if we power it, hopefully. I am an idiot, my goodness. Just, we have an LED connected. Test if with the LED first. What am I doing? Let's do half a second. Test with the LED. Which pin is that? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. think that's it. We can actually run this code to see. Disconnect the Pico first. Right, I forgot. Oh, but it already has a boot file, which means that if we disconnect it now and reconnect it, it should just... No! Convenient. All worrying. There we go, line 22. Okay, cool. Right. Object with buffer protocol required. Will this work for you? Oh, no, I'll be right back. Bye, Italian mapper, bye. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. So I'll get somewhere. Okay. B0000 I see. Oh, you can only send strings? It makes sense. Oh wait, and you also need an amount of strings, you say. So I can't just do this. Oh! Good sign. Splendid good sign. Alright. This is good because the error we got is host unreachable, which is to be expected. This is disconnected after all. Hi Declani, hi, welcome. Which means now we can hopefully... Oh, we need to send the code, right? Oh, jeez. What are you doing? I am trying to make love between machines happen. A noble goal. A truly noble goal. Alright, WAPie, send, perfect. Now, if we unplug this and then power it up, I said power it up. Okay, which one of them I need to power? Because I messed up. Raspberry Pi Pico pinouts. LF flash still booted. You send points to WAPie. When the thing booted. Oh, I imagine it didn't flash. No, I did specifically change the name to WAPie. Like when I turned it on, why didn't it flash? That's a good question, actually. Oh no, why are you like this? Please just... Ay caramba. My middle finger is bent, and in order for me to... The file just gets yoinked whenever I send it over. And the IDE says send pi. Yeah, but I'm manually moving it and then renaming it to WAPie. But the file I just saved on the Raspberry just gone. It's not there anymore. Oh no! Is there a way? I refuse to believe that this absolutely beautiful, wonderful, perfect IDE made for Raspberry Pi doesn't have a way to send code over. Run code. All commands. Flash seems like the one. Oh. Oh, disconnected. Yeah. Delete all files from boot. That seems to would simply mean that we have control of the files. Connect the pico. Oh, that's curious. Hold on. It's only a lot more commands than I thought. Why the Pi communication working? Yes, exactly. Thank you, Average Blue. That is exactly the goal. All commands. List all commands. How convenient. Upload file to Pico. However, I would like to change the name of that file then. So I don't know what that did. that didn't do what I was expecting it to do. Okay. Oh, there it is. Right. Perfect. Boot. Yes. Oh, perfect. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Perfection. So now that we have renamed it to boot, that's good. Which means if I unplug it and plug it again. God, yes, I'm good at this. Okay. Splendid. Now, if we plug this into the ground, plug this into power, I'm still pretty certain that I've soldered actually the wrong pin, but doesn't matter because you can't see me while I'm dancing right now because I'm incredible. Once we turn this button on, this should actually move data to the order Raspberry Pi. Isn't that just beautiful and lovely? Okay, we're getting there. We are certainly getting there. That's because right now what we need is... Sorry, in full screen you can't really see all that well. Right now what we need is... Actually, I can just switch this to full screen and make this a bit smaller, fit it in better. Yeah, I think this works best. Okay. So on this Raspberry Pi, we'll have the WAP. The WAP, which is the receive from, and then in this case, we want to amend that code a bit to then do print data, I imagine. Hopefully this should work. Also, it would be nice if we had like time sleep 0.5, I suppose. Because now if we run it, it's printing nothing. But now if we turn this on, okay, listen, it's fine. It isn't printing anything, which well, I would be expecting it to print at least like just a new line, right? Unless I'm misunderstanding. It would print the server data if the device connects to it. Oh, okay. So, hold on. We need the lookup thing. So. Does this sender connect to the access point before sending UDP packets? The sender connects to test network my password, and only then creates a socket, and only then sends everything. I first make sure that one device can connect to the other access point Wi-Fi. But isn't that what I'm trying to do? I'm so confused. Like, I think the point of this code here was so that I can see if it's getting sent. You may want a while loop to wait until it's connected. Try over and over until it's connected. Also, right here, while there is not CMake it, while LAN dot is connected. Not equal to, or it's equal to 0. Like this. Seeing you struggle with a simple contraption makes me appreciate you with those who make our PCs and consoles. Ouch, that hurt. I have feelings, you know. I really wish I had some kind of, like... I'm such an idiot. I just said I really wish we had some kind of, like... debug, am I right? Oh, how convenient would that be? It's going to... while connected is equal to false, okay. I'm a C programmer. I used to. Sorry, didn't mean like that. I know you didn't mean like that. It's fine. It's fine. I understand what you mean. And yeah, that is true. It's actually, it's honestly quite impressive. I mean, just look at Tefta's design. Open muscle. It's incredible. We're gonna have it blink until it connects. Once it connects, we're just gonna set value to 1. Oh, great. We need to. Same thing again. Stop. Turn it off. Good. Connection has been closed. Yeah, because I just fried the pie. Did I fry the pie? I don't think I fried the pie yet. Access denied? I'm gonna give you... No, stop turning on! Oh, no, wait, it's not... That's so idiotic! It's actually... It got powered by the Raspberry. Oh, that is so silly. Oh, I really hope I didn't fry it. Well, it seems fine. Seems to be doing fine. I hope. This work? Huh? Yes! There we go. Oh. Okay. Now we have this. Perfect. I'm gonna change the sleep to half a second, just for the sake of making it ever so slightly quicker. And now we can disconnect it. Reconnect it. Yeah, that makes sense. That works. That works, that works, that works. Perfect. So now it's basically going to keep on flashing until... Just kidding. There we go. It's going to keep on flashing until it connects. I should be studying for the finals tomorrow, but oh well, it's cozy here anyway. You can do both, Dan, actually. You see, I am kind of too Madigan crazy to keep track of what I'm doing anyway, so might as well study in the meantime. Access denied. You can't see it, but I'm getting an error that says access denied. Well then, undeny it. I am the captain of this ship. There we go. I am the captain of this vessel. I will not have my access denied. Now, WAPie, run the code. Witchcraft, it should be running. Now plug this in, run it. Shit. Okay, so it just can't connect. I have a theory. You see, even though we set the ESSID to this, what we actually get is Pico 50 E5. So what I would like to try is changing the name of the network right here on this. I stopped the just. How do I stop you? Man, I really should have thought of that, shouldn't have I? Well, I... How do I can short you. That's a bad idea. Man, I really should have thought of that. There is no reset button. There is only the boot cell. Well, that's tricky. All commands. Reset interactive. Stop execution? Nothing to stop. I would beg to differ. Okay, I don't need to be that guy, but... Yeah, you can't be... Dude, you don't even have a file in there. Whatever. If I was looking at the loop, just have to connect to it in the first second of it powering on. Time sleep at the beginning. Yeah, I should have thought of that. To be fair, I do have time sleep 2 seconds at the very beginning. Nothing to stop. Please connect the Pico first. It is! You have to give it the hold command, connect it within that 2 seconds. Yeah, but the problem is I cannot connect to it in the 2 seconds, and in order to give the hold command, I need to connect to it. I'm thinking of other ways to achieve what I'm trying to. Use Tony. You say. Alright, Tony isn't really working. Do I need to like disconnect it, reconnect it, Control C for me? No. Aye, this is bad. Aye, 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 aye. Oh, this is bad. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? You can reflash MicroPython 2, might be quicker. It might be quicker. You know what? Yeah. 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 I mean, to be fair, reflashing MicroPython is actually a really good idea because it doesn't take almost any time. But it's kind of funny. That's the solution. Okay. Ah, my coffee cup is almost empty. No! How do I delete the file? I am running it in bootcell and there's no file there. Oh, I need to clear the cache. How do I clear the cache in bootcell? Can I even clear the cache in bootcell? The device is in bootcell right now. Flash Pico in bootcell. Okay, have I flashed it? Only Raspberry Pi Pico board supported. Make sure it's in bootcell mode. You can verify checking your device labels. They are there, yeah. Wait, so this flashed with MicroPython right now? Does it reset all the cache and everything? Cause not gonna lie, I kinda need it. Delete all files from board. Please connect the Pico first. Okay, it's fine. Make it. You can do it. It's easy. It's just Raspberry Pi. It's just Raspberry Pi. It's easy. It's simple. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. How do I? I really don't goofed up. I really don't goofed up now. I cannot connect to the Raspberry without having it run the code, which makes it impossible for me to connect to the Raspberry. Bit of a vicious cycle, innit? Shucks. Hi, the Tefta.
Hey, are you stuck?
I am. I really am.
So you're in device firmware upgrade mode, or is that where you just move over the file?
Yeah, the bootcell. Yeah.
Boot select. Oh, so Raspberry Pi Pico has like a boot select where you just drop the firmware onto it?
Yes. I could.
Oh.
Wait.
So it doesn't have. Because usually there's a device firmware upgrade mode where you hold both buttons during the power on.
Hold on, Tefta, you are beautiful and handsome because you just gave me an idea. Well, you're beautiful and handsome regardless, but you also gave me an idea. Because if I flash it with MicroPython, it actually doesn't change anything. But I can flash it with C.
Yeah, sure. But just put it in device firmware upgrade mode, right? So you hold both buttons when you power it on.
There is one button.
So you hold that button when you power it on and it goes back. Yeah, but you're right. Flash it with C and it should wipe its memory.
It should wipe everything. I remember there was also...
And then go back to MicroPython.
That's MicroPython.
But why didn't Thonny work? Did you try using Thonny?
Yeah, Thonny cannot connect to it either.
Well, you have to close the other IDE, right? You can't have both of them open because you're going to conflict over that COM port. And then when you plug it in, you just want to be, you have to click on the right port on the bottom right really fast and hit the stop button.
I have an entire second for this maneuver, so I think I'm good.
Yeah, so you close the other IDE, open up Thani, you plug it in on the bottom right. You should be able to select the COM port, and then hit the stop button. And you have to do that within 2 seconds. It's not too bad. You're not stuck because you have the time sleep at the beginning. I've done it without a time sleep. You just have to do it a whole bunch of times.
Try to detect port automatically isn't working. That's great. So there is an option in Tony that detects the port automatically, but the problem is just not detecting it in time.
Which Thani version do you have? 1 second.
Just run.
Because on the bottom right of Thani, if you don't see where you can click on it and select the COM port, you're probably in an old version of Thani.
I mean, there is a try to detect port automatically option. Would be
Let me
nice.
check. Yeah, because it should have a select of the interpreter on the bottom right. Here, I'm going to go to my computer to see if I can see your screen with Thani on it.
I think I'm gonna flash it with something new because
That will work too.
yeah, I'm just yeah. Yeah, I'm just I am just
1 second, let me open up Thani and show you what I mean. Because if you don't see this option on the bottom right, put it in Discord.
yeah, but the only options I have to select from are COM1, which I know is not connected to, and try to detect port automatically.
You don't see options like this?
Yeah, I do see options like this, it's just that my options are only COM1 or automatic.
Oh, configure interpreter.
Oh yeah, no, in those options it's only COM1, but if you go to configure interpreter, then it's only automatic. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, because usually when you plug in the device, that will change and it will list the other one. So
Yeah.
once you plug in the USB device, it should be listed there as an option other than COM1.
Okay.
Because it will only show up if something's connected. It detects it there.
I could have sworn that in the ID there was also a button for flushing it with... C. I need a new C project in order for this to work. Oh, that's great. Random bullshit for Raspberry Pi 47, what a great folder. It doesn't matter, just create it. Just go fixing, that's what all I'm gonna call it, just fixing. I'm just trying to fix the Raspberry. Yeah, okay, and now I have a button that just says... oh, there's a full clean button as well. And there is build project, and then there is a flash device. Except the project isn't building. I swear, it's one thing to another. It's from one thing to another. I am losing it. Okay, right here. Build project. Something went wrong when trying to build the project. Report. What went wrong? Give me an error. Anything, please. I don't want to be stuck with C this time. I'm.
Just so you know, what you're doing is very difficult, and once you get it, it is like the coolest thing ever.
You mean the project in general, or trying to fix the Raspberry? Because
Well, just getting two to talk to each other over Wi-Fi is no easy feat. Like that took me multiple days, and once I finally got it, I was like, "This is so cool."
well, I mean,
But
this
I
is not the
pulled out all
first.
my hair.
Well, I mean, to be fair, this is not the first day of me trying this.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It already has taken me multiple days, and I'm not even finished. Okay. I hate the fact that when it comes to projects like these, 95% of the time is taking them up by just fixing stuff. Not making stuff, just fixing them. I wish... Okay, that is something really annoying. ESP has 2 buttons. Raspberry needs a second button. My goodness.
Yeah, so you can put it into.
Hey, but like, there's a button for full
So when
clean.
you press the button and then plug in the USB,
Then it
can't you just?
Can I just
Yeah, can't you just re-upload the MicroPython code to it because it shows up as a USB device, right?
Yeah, but apparently it's just like deleting the... I just banged my knee real bad. Apparently it's just like deleting the... Actually, maybe? I could try it, hold on. So, you said that right here in the code, the send, on the very beginning. Yeah, I have 1 second on the beginning to do anything. So like time sleep 5. This should help.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
and literally it give you enough time, and then even the MicroPython or even Raspberry Pi says to use Thonny in this instance.
Alright, hold on, I'm just gonna... I don't like Funny because it's in light mode. My eyes cannot take this.
Yeah, but the reason why they use it is a really robust methods of talking to the microcontroller,
Alright.
specifically for this instance, because this has killed lots of my projects. Like I still get to what you're dealing with now because I forget. I put it in a loop.
Hey, I think I fixed it, but I think I've done it too well because now it's not even starting.
Perfect. So you should be able to connect to it somehow.
Perfect is not a word I would use, honestly, considering I was not starting.
Yeah.
That's wacky. Wait, is it wacky? I can't even tell if it's wacky or not. I'm sorry. I opened a... Yeah, no, how do I open it? It's just confusing. Import project. Oh, just click import. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. So now if we disconnect it, reconnect it, no, it immediately, wait. There's a delay, but it doesn't feel like 5 seconds. That's
No,
even
it's
weirder.
not.
There's a delay between the two. Why is there a delay?
Yeah. You should use Thonny though.
Okay, okay.
Because if you're not, like even Raspberry Pi, their forums say to use Thonny in this instance.
Right. So, Tony. There we have it. Make it smaller. At the bottom right corner, I have no bucket. So now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna disconnect it. I'm going to reconnect it. And there is no bucket. I can configure interpreter to be communications
What
port
Thonny
1.
version are you using?
What for me, I am using... an easier way to check, or do I just need to...
If you can help about Thonny, yeah, help about Thonny.
4.1.4.
Okay, there's a 4.1.7. That shouldn't be too bad. You're not that far behind.
So I have this, and like I have the message that says, you know, device is busy or does not respond, but like I cannot Control C to stop it.
Yeah, because it's not in the COM port. It says COM port 1. Yeah, click on the bottom right for the communication port. And it just nothing pops up when you click there.
When I click there,
You
this is all that pops
need
up.
to get the latest version.
Oh, hold on, I need to... Just turn off. Right here when I click on it, these are all the only options I have.
Go to configure interpreter. See. Yeah, click down on the drop down for port or web REPL. And it's plugged in, right?
Yep.
Go to the very top, and for the drop down, instead of Raspberry Pi Pico, select generic. MicroPython, just do MicroPython generic. There you go. Hit OK.
Right.
That's fine. Yeah, try to detect automatically. And then, yeah, you need to download the newest version of Thonny, 4.1.7.
Is there really that much of a difference between the two?
You know, I had a whole bunch of issues the other day, and I didn't realize it, but I had the wrong Thonny version, and it was all messed up. And I literally was so frustrated. It was only last week, actually.
I'm getting it. So close to just connecting the two of them together, but then I just forgot to add this sleep at the beginning.
Yeah. Happens so frequently. At least to me.
Well, to me, I've tried once and it happened once, so you know I am 100% of the time. In my case, all right, Thonny, it should be installed now. Help about Thonny 4.1.7. Okay, now configure interpreter, MicroPython generic. Try to detect port automatically. Okay, I go on. I disconnect the Raspberry. I reconnect it back. I get back, and there is nothing.
Okay, then go back to the Raspberry Pi Pico for the interpreter. Or, yeah. Configure interpreter.
Right. And try to detect port automatically again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm gonna disconnect it.
Why does that say no backend? I have never seen Thonny say no backend. You have Python installed too, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Just added to that. Okay. And go back instead of automatically go to the COM port 1. Bring configure interpreter. That is so weird. Now when you select it, it's plugged in, and if you click on the COM port 1 again, the same spot, it doesn't list another COM port?
Nope.
What the heck? And in device manager, you see the new COM port?
Wait, what do you mean device manager?
Open up device manager and go down to the ports section.
Yeah, device manager. Okay, first thing I was probably ports.
It only shows COM 1, so it's not even showing the other one. So it doesn't even want to communicate. Yeah, that's weird.
Well then, I think we're back to trying to fix it in boot cell modes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't him.
No, it's fine. I just need to. Ah. I'm fine. Raspberry Pi, Pico W2 Flash with C. How do you do it? Yeah, SDK, yeah, bring. However, what if, hypothetically, just saying, just spitballing, just ask a quick question, what if I cannot flash it with anything? Because the IDE ain't working. What then? What then do I do? Code dots, let me see, because I'm just having so much fun. Okay. 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 I don't think that worked, to be completely honest with you. Right here we got this, and what we would like is... we can just theoretically flash it again with Python, but the problem is... the problem is... the problem is, it doesn't work, it's still running the program. Why are you running the program? How am I supposed to delete the bots? It's connected, pick up fast. Trust me, it's connected. Trust me, it's connected. What does this mean? Download project from Pico, disconnect, delete all files from board. Nothing to stop. Yeah, because the Pico isn't connected. I know! I know! Only is taking up half the screen. I'm gonna lose it. Was very practical microprocessing step code and execution. Nuke dot, love it, yes, great. Yeah, I just need nuke. Oh my, I'm all for it. Do you have no? I always forget where it is in up. Look. Do I need to compile it myself? There'll be. I absolutely never remember where it is in the GitHub. Releases, yes. Aren't the new releases? Well, that's great. That's also great. It just gets better and better. It's getting better and better. Raspberry Pi Pico Nuke US2. Just give me. Give me. Give me! Yes! Please, I beg you! Thank you. I'm fine. I'm doing so fine. Okay. Connect it then. Oh, input cell. That's simple. And then just flush it. With nuke. I'm sorry, this is just, it didn't. Oh, is it just for Raspberry? It's 3 years ago. That might be just for Raspberry. I need Raspberry Pico 2, damn it! My Pico 2, nuke UF2. Yeah, give me a nuke. Oh, flash nuke, yes, new flash nuke, yes, yes. Wait, it's still connecting in boot cell. No, don't connect in boot cell. Connect like just. Oh, you're gonna keep collecting in boot cell because you have nothing. That makes sense. You have to. Okay. There'll be mental hospital close by. I've done it. I've done it. I have done it. We're there. My goodness. Okay. Now. I've done it. Yes. We're there. We are connected. Good. Now the question. How do we? First, time sleep 5 seems convenient. Yes. Toggle virtual system. Oh, don't move. Just. Time to disconnect. All right. Now it's time to disconnect and reconnect, and hopefully everything will work just fine. Yes. Yes. Which means now if we disconnect it, this USB cable is going to be broken by the time I'm done. And then just calmly walk over. Then. Actually, then what? That's a good question. Huh. Huh. It just hit me. Then what? There was like a way in MicroPython to set up a keyboard interrupt, if I remember correctly. All I need to do is just figure out how. Don't mind me, I'm just nuking it again. Instead of one through, just look for a button press. Oh, that's actually a great idea because then I can just short the. I can just short the yellow with the ground, and then that will just. Oh, I like it. I like it. Button. Button will be equal to. Button will be pin 14 pin, and then pin down. And then we just check whilst everything this way. Okay. You know what they say? 37th time the charm, am I right? I would just run this. Then it's running. Like this, but if we... It's blinking, but if we press the button... I said if we press... Oh, I just shorted it, that's great. That's just phenomenal, isn't it? I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Is the button going to ground or VC? It's going to the ground. In fact, I actually plugged it in directly to ground right now. It's not even going to the button. The signal, the 14th pin is going directly to the ground. No, I need a proper interrupt handle because this will be the end of me. This will be the end of me. I swear it. Flash nuke. Thank goodness I found a nuke. I remember I used to also have another nuke for this. I remember that's how I fixed some kind of problem in the past. I don't remember what it was, but I remember I fixed it that way. Ah, thank goodness I came across it again. Right, interrupt handlers, yes. Fallback, yes. Right. This seems like the thing I need. Yes! Please, are you okay, make it? I know calling it like it doesn't mean I'm angered some. Oh, this isn't anger. Anger doesn't describe what I'm actually feeling right now. There aren't many thoughts that could be expressed with a human brain that would express properly what I am feeling right now. Single combined situation. I can become sick aboard. Now, which one of these? Segfault would be nice. That happens to me every now and then. But is it interrupt or is it abort? I think it's interrupt. Oh my goodness, how would that help? If it's disconnected, then I won't be able to send signal abort. Right, obviously it doesn't help. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Maybe this doesn't need to be pulled down, only pull up. I don't know. Or maybe this needs to be and, because that was something I had to go. And then we're gonna put all these in brackets just in case. And now we're gonna run it, because that will surely end well. Should actually be interrupted right away, because the button is connected directly into the ground. Unless ground is not what it needs to be connected into. needs to be connected to. See. Oh, it just needs to be connected. Okay, so it's pull up. All right. Pull up. How we connect this button? The flashing light is. Listen. The camera isn't actually outputting just how bright that truly is. So. My eyes are appreciating a lot. It's great. I think value 0 is when press value 1. It's not. Okay. Yeah. 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 Create an interrupt button. Okay, I'm gonna delete the timestamp 5 because it's not actually necessary anymore. I'm fine. I'm actually doing fine. I'm doing so well and fine. You have no idea just how I'm doing. That's because right now what we can do is actually we can just. Oh yeah! Back to the beginning, by the way. The problem we were having is that this one didn't connect to this one. However, if I am not mistaken, the reason why I didn't connect was because this was wrong. Which means now we just change it from test walk to this. Then we can just toggle the virtual system yet again. Then we can create a new file called boot.py. And then we can just copy everything from send and we can paste it into pi. And then, my dearest friends, we can unplug it. We can plug the power supply in. We can have it run. There we go, now it's running. And the LED blinking means that it's trying to connect. Wait a second, is this one also... This is also an infinite loop. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. It's alright. We already know how to solve this problem. This is... Oh wait, I don't... Oh no, I'm just not running anything. I'm an idiot. This one wasn't as good. Yeah. Oh wait, but I not be able to connect. Wait, maybe I'm wrong then? Flash nuke. Okay. 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 WAPie. Run it. No, it's still blinking. Why you like this? Okay, it's fine. I can think of something. I can surely think of something. Why would it not be working? Well... We need to print connected devices somehow. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we need to do it. Raspberry actually MicroPython print connected devices. Can you connect with your phone? Connect access point via your phone. I can try. The password being... Yeah, it's trying to connect. Incorrect password. So maybe wait. What if active needs to be after? Oh, you again? Well, you too. What if the SSID? Fuck, there we go. Wait, it's after it's active. I mean, before it's active. That would make sense. Oh! I feel so smart. I feel so smart for figuring that out. It worked. I connected. I just connected. Wait, it shouldn't have worked because like it did work. It made sense in my head. I don't know, because what you said also makes sense. But I thought like you first need to define it and then you activate it with the defines. But now that doesn't really change the fact that I need to now print the console, the device ID. Yeah, but that's what I was actually looking up. I was trying to figure out how to do that. Dot scan? Dot scan. You like stop execute. Oh yes, thank you. And then we'll do AP scan and then print whatever it is you get back. My phone hasn't. My phone is still connected to the Raspberry Pi, which worries me considering that I've turned off the code, but that's what the AP active false is for. Okay, it did just disconnect. And it printed only once? Well, that's not great. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Is clean another thing? Oh well. That's printing the wrong thing. Yeah, okay, no. That is not what we want. What we want is network service connections, LAN status stations. So in this case it will be print AP status stations. Okay, empty. Why does it only print once? Oh, do you just crash on the print data part? Maybe. Quick question though, why does it only include my phone? The other one is still struggling. That's a pickle. That is certainly a pickle. That is certainly a pickle. reboot the other Pico? Well, that's the hope, right? But yeah, still a Pico. So let's check the send pi. It's struggling on this. It did for a bit. If the LED stops flashing without anything being printed, then that's just a bad. Okay, so we need to figure out how to connect. I'll power the AP Pico. Yeah, that's probably a smart idea. That's probably a smart idea in this case. Okay, that's proper. No. Oh no, I'm about to do the boot thing again. Ah, whatever. I could really use 2 USB cables, you know? For stuff like this, it would be really handy, wouldn't it? Having 2 USB cables. Now the pickle in this case will be that actually plugging it in will be a fair bit annoying. That's because we need to connect the minus to the ground. That's what these are for. We're going to connect them with comically long ones because I am losing my mind. There we go, comically cantilevers, like comically long wires. And then the plus. Actually, I don't think it should have been a 50. I also just hit me that checking if it works will be a bit annoying because the main method by which we could check if it works is just checking if why am I so bad at everything I do in life? It's fine, I'm fine. I am calm, and I'm feeling great. I am feeling just handy dandy, excited, ready to take on the challenges of the day. Only one of them can be connected. This is ridiculous. There we go. Okay, now I might need to solder this because I don't know how much more of it I can take. I'm getting hungry. I have some chicken I wanted to cook. Should we do a cooking stream? That would be a fun idea. Okay, should be connected. Let's see. Wi-Fi. Is there a Pico I can connect to? Really should have set up an LED. Yes, there is. Okay, so it's on because I can connect to it on my phone. That's good. I take it back. I cannot, in fact, connect to it. Or I take it back again, I can connect to it? Yes, okay, I'm connected to my phone. That's good. Internet may not be available, don't worry, that's not why I connected. Great! Now we can plug in the other Raspberry. Not again! No. No. Oh wait, no, reset button. Right. Oh, thank goodness. We thought. Thank goodness. I for a second I forgot Past Naked had a brain. Okay. Well, half a brain at least. Like at least a solid half. Okay. No, you're connecting to the wrong one. Connect to the Raspberry one. Oh, my Raspberry internet just disappeared. I really could use 2 USB cables, you know? That would be so helpful right now. I went to the store and I saw USB, but it was USB-C. I have no idea why Raspberry Pis are using the old USBs and not USB-Cs. I don't get it. I'm tired. Exhausted even. There's so much to do. Hi the Frankie Rip, hi, welcome. Don't push too hard on yourself. Well, the problem is, Average Blue, the pickle, is that I actually have a pretty big project that I'm working on right now. A fairly big one, and this is the last piece of the puzzle. This right here. If only I could manage a way to send data from this Raspberry, that's it. Cracked it. Be done. Yeah, but I might need a bit of a break. I am hungry. I am quite really hungry. Wouldn't mind cooking something up. Oh, that was fun. We did some stuff. 2.5 hours actually, way longer than I expected. We did some fun stuff. We got this started. We figured out a way. Honestly, the most important piece of knowledge we might have gained today is a way for us to do a hard restart on the Raspberry, funny enough. The nuke, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna be working on this off stream, probably on the Patreon voice chat on Discord. And I suppose for now that'll be it. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.